Today we're going to talk about what you can do if calcium has built up in your arteries. I've made videos on this before. There's a very good test you can take to check whether there's calcium buildup in your arteries. I've discussed this test in detail in previous videos. But in this video, we'll talk about the protocol I recommend for people whose arteries have already started calcifying. Of course, the best thing would be to prevent this from happening in the first place. But the question is, what if the calcium has already built up? What can you do then? What I'll discuss here is not a replacement for your doctor's treatment. Always do your own research. I've provided links for everything below. So let's begin. 1. Allicin. This is a phytonutrient found in garlic. Research shows that allicin reduces arterial calcification in animals. So if you have a pet with calcified coronary arteries, start feeding them garlic today. 2. Butyrate. But what is butyrate? It's a chemical compound produced by the good bacteria in your large intestine when you feed them fiber. I recommend vegetable fiber for this. Butyrate is actually a type of fat, specifically a short-chain fatty acid, made in your gut when bacteria break down fiber. 3. Lycopene. This is another phytonutrient, found in tomatoes and some other vegetables. Research says lycopene can reduce the thickness and stiffness of your artery walls. That's why you sometimes hear odd claims like ketchup reduces heart disease risk in new studies, because it contains lycopene. But you and I both know that's not entirely true. Pro tip: when lycopene is cooked with olive oil, its absorption increases by up to 82%, because like many phytonutrients, lycopene is fat-soluble, it won't be absorbed without fat. So be sure to include healthy fats like olive oil in your diet. 4. Omega-3 fatty acids. These are found in fish oil. We all know the benefits of omega-3s, but when it comes to arteries, their main function is reducing inflammation. Now the opposite of this is omega-6 fatty acids, the type that makes your arteries stiff. Omega-6 fats come from soy oil, corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, etc., and should be avoided. But there's one kind of omega-6 that is actually good for arteries, GLA, gamma-linolenic acid. It's found in hemp seeds and is also available as a supplement. GLA helps reduce inflammation, arterial wall thickness, and prevents plaque buildup. 5. Vitamin K2. You probably expected this one. I recommend at least 300 micrograms of vitamin K2 daily. What does vitamin K2 do? It activates a special protein that prevents calcium from depositing in your arteries. This vitamin is extremely important in your protocol. 6. Tocotrienols. This is a powerful form of vitamin E. When you buy vitamin E, try to get one that says tocotrienols on the label. It's usually imported, and we're trying to get it to you through our store, but platforms like Temu aren't allowing it due to high customs duties on vitamins. It makes them too expensive for the average person. Tocotrienols are considered 50 times stronger than regular vitamin E. They reduce arterial inflammation far more effectively. There's a marker called C-reactive protein, CRP, that rises when there's inflammation in the blood vessels. Tocotrienols can reduce CRP levels by up to 40%. 7. Fix your insulin resistance. Last but most important, do everything you can to reduce insulin resistance. High insulin levels in the blood are directly linked to arterial calcification. If you don't address this, none of the other remedies will be effective. How to fix this? Through a low-carbohydrate, healthy ketogenic diet, combined with intermittent fasting for a while, at least until you start seeing positive changes. My recommendation: if you target insulin resistance using tocotrienols, vitamin K2, allicin, and omega-3, that will be the most powerful combination. The other things I mentioned are good too, but I consider them secondary approaches. Hope this video is helpful to you. See you in the next one. Take care.